Look at all those bats. There's just hundreds of them up there. He's walking toward us, and I'm gonna get my pepper spray out. This is my first bear this year. I've got my pepper spray out here. He's behind that big tree, so you can't see him. Here's the pepper spray. I'm gonna come around here. He's climbing up that tree. He's behind that big tree right now. Oh, there he is. See him? Young bear. He sees us. What's he gonna do? He's turning around going the other way. That's a yearling. He's running away. That looks like a, yeah, young bear. Very young. He's going away. Is Mama nearby? Anyways, he's gone. First bear of 2021. Yay! There it was, a cub. And he saw us and ran away. No big deal. Here is the mouth of this unnamed cavern, this wild cave. To be totally honest, I was a little bit worried about there being a bear taking a nap in that cave, so I did the bear call, but nothing came out, so I think we're in the clear. Oh, wow. What kind of bone is this? I'm not sure if this is good or bad omens that we're finding the carcass of a young deer, its spine, leg, around the mouth of this cave. All right, let's take a look. All right, all animals know we're here, so no surprises. I'm here at the mouth of an unnamed cave in the Kitakami mountain range here in a municipality called Sumita, deep in Iwate. I did come here once last year when a hunter showed me this location, and we're gonna explore this a little bit now. Hopefully we'll make it out of here alive. All right, so I've got long sleeves on now, some gloves, headlamp, hat. Should have brought a helmet, but I neglected to bring that. But I don't think I'm gonna go that deep in there anyways. But let's check this out, huh? A compatriot here who is likewise outfitted. And because the floor of the cave is solid bat shit, got a mask on so I don't inhale any of that. All right, onward. Adam, are you in there? Oh, I see you. My friend Adam has gone in ahead of me. He's braver than me. Look at all those bats. There's just hundreds of them up there. So many bats. Maybe you can't, well, it gets really narrow toward the back there. What do you think? Well, this, splits off into two. I don't think I'm brave enough to crawl in that. How far in did you go?
Just a couple meters.
Wow, braver than me, damn.
But the bat hit me in the head.
Oh, that's not fun.
Yes. It's not too bad once you get in there. It's just the bat.
So you had a bat crashing into your face?
Well, I crashed into I put my hat down just in time. And it hit my hat.
Yikes, well that's good. Yeah, you got glasses on, which is good and bad. It's bad because you can't see, but good because they're not getting you in the eyes. I should have brought goggles.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna just take a little peek a little bit closer to me. I don't think I'm gonna crawl in there. I'm just gonna stick my head in. I don't know, it's not that tight, but yeah, it's all the bats.
And it looks like there's water down there as well.
Yeah, no.
Hundreds of them up there.
All right, I'm gonna scoot back out this way.
The cave may go very deep, but to be totally honest, I'm not really brave enough to go deep into this cave beyond where I can walk. The cave has an enormous cave entrance followed by two smaller tunnels that go down in different directions. One of them where you would immediately have to be crawling, and the other where you can sort of crouch and walk about 10 meters, and then it gets to where you've got to crawl basically to get any farther. And I have no idea how deep this cave goes. It just seemed so incredibly dangerous to actually go very deep into this cave, and it's filled with bats. There's just hundreds and hundreds of bats in there, and last thing I need to do is introduce a new virus to the world by getting infected by some weird bat cave. So I didn't go in very far. But while I'm here, allow me to tell you another folk tale that relates to this very location, or a location very similar to it. One of the tales of Tono tells the story of a young woman who walked into the mountains near the foot of Mount Goyo, which is right around here. Mount Goyo is right up there. I am in these very self-same mountains. She was gathering chestnuts and she vanished. She never returned. Her father, after weeks of looking for her, gave up hope, and they held a funeral for her using a pillow in place of her body. A few years later, a hunter was hunting in these very mountains near the base of Mount Goyo in Sumita area when he found a huge cave entrance that was blocked by large boulders. Rather similar to what we see in this cave here. Crouching behind the boulders, the hunter found the young woman. He asked her what had happened, and she said that when she had been gathering chestnuts a few years previous, she had been carried off by a strange man and brought here to live with him in this cave. He was gone now, somewhere right now, and she didn't know when he would return. The hunter was concerned and asked what sort of man he was. She said that he didn't look that different from normal people. He was just exceptionally tall and had a strange, threatening color to his eyes. She said she had borne multiple children to him, but each time he had looked at the children and declared they weren't his, they didn't look like him, and he had taken them off somewhere. She assumed to be killed or even eaten, but at any rate, she never saw any of her children that she had borne to him. She said that he sometimes met with 4 or 5 other men who were similar in appearance to him, all very tall and with strange eyes, who would eventually disappear off again, and that he might return at any moment again. The hunter, terrified upon hearing these words, ran back to the village and apparently never ventured towards the area again. And so the woman was never rescued, and I guess she lived with this awful guy for the rest of her days. In another tale of Tono, they mention that in these mountains, and rather past on the other side of these mountains, is the Sanriku Coast, the area of Kamaishi, Otsuchi, and they say that in the old days, there were a number of foreigners here. And you could often see foreign people with pale skin and blue eyes living on the coast here. I wonder if these are shipwrecked traders or Christian missionaries or what, because there is many stories of the hidden Christians who would hide, because during a large part of the Edo era, they would be killed if they were discovered to be Christian. At any rate, these mountains have long been a mysterious location for the people in the nearby villages. According to an anthropologist that I know, he said that a lot of the tales of people finding monsters and misshapen, deformed people in these mountains is likely a result of people who had suffered mining accidents, maybe lost a limb or had a sort of severe injury on their face, and so they appeared as monsters when they were settling out in these parts, and people would stumble upon them and be terrified. We're also kind of near the border between what in the feudal period was Nambu Han, or the Nambu fief, and to the south, the Date fief. And apparently, before the nation was unified, there were a number of pitched battles all along this border. And so a number of people would fight and die in the wilderness of this area. And apparently you can still find arrowheads and in some cases little pieces of weaponry buried in the earth here. I hope that what I was doing didn't seem overly risky. I think we were pretty safe, just going just a little bit into the entrance of the cave and not doing anything too daring. Worst part about it was all the bat feces everywhere. Nah. But thank you for watching this little hop into the wilderness of Iwate, and I'll see you on the trails.